Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the book No Bullet Got Me Yet by John Stancifer. This book has roughly 342 pages. This book is a biography of Father Emile Kapaun. Father Kapaun lived between 1916 and 1951 in Pilsen, Kansas. Father Kapaun would go on to become Chaplain Kapaun in the U.S. Army and was in active duty for World War II and the Korean War. My review of this book was I was emotionally gripped the entire time. I could not put this down. I didn't want it to end. I found myself trying to find 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there extra each day so that I could get a few more pages in. If you're from a military family or like inspirational military movies, this book is for you. In this book, you get a narration of Father Kapaun's life, as well as intermittent pauses to explain the historical context, as well as you can actually see letters written to and from Father Kapaun. One of my favorite things was when he wrote a letter the day before his ordination about his excitement. First, because he will be able to celebrate the Mass and offer the Eucharist. And he talked about how blessed he was that not even the angels got to do this. He also talks about confession, specifically being able to absolve. And so he writes, quote, "To absolve souls from sin in holy confession and to snatch them from the gates of hell." You could also see letters he wrote to his bishop during wartime about the difficulties he was seeing, not only his own day-to-day, but the struggles that the Catholic soldiers were having. There are quotes and other documentation of those soldiers on the front line and how Father Kapaun would rush to the front lines to offer confession for his soldiers. Interviews of soldiers describing what it was like for him to celebrate Mass outside while they were being bombed. Father Kapaun used to go to the front lines constantly, walking up and down the trenches to provide emotional support for the soldiers. If you'll notice in the front cover of the book, he's holding his pipe, but there's this little white piece. That white piece is tape that he used to repair his pipe because a sniper trying to shoot him in the head missed and shot the pipe. But rest assured, that did not deter Father Kapaun from continuing to go to the front lines to support his men. It's very inspirational to hear that while he was a POW, he heard confession, led daily rosaries and prayers, even when they would take away his Bible, his rosary, and his missal. It was really inspirational to read the testimonies of other soldiers who talked about how he predominantly gave his food away to the other soldiers. Christians and non-Christians alike have testified to his caring and positivity while under severe persecution. As I got towards the end of the book, reading the last few of his letters and soldier testimonies, I started to realize we were coming to the end, and I'll be honest with you, I started getting very worked up, very emotional. Father Kapaun posthumously received the Medal of Honor. His cause for canonization was open in around 2016. So in my lifetime, we could potentially see the first Medal of Honor recipient and canonized saint. Father Kapaun was a great American hero, and everyone should know about him. The Knights of Columbus actually produced a video, I want to say a year or two ago. It is professionally done, very well made. I'm going to include that in the link below as well. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks.